Good evening, everyone, all around this wonderful globe to our incredible evening here tonight. So, ciao a tutti, goedenavond, bonsoir, goeienaand. You're all so very, very welcome here this evening to listen to our beautiful stories about our glycotechnology and what this beautiful, beautiful product has to offer for you. So for our visionary leaders, just to start you off, your QR code is 1931. And if you don't know what that is, the person that invited you, they can share a little bit more with you about what the QR code is for. But anyway, let me just introduce you properly, or myself. There you go. So I am Madeleine Stale. I'm an executive director for Monatech, all the way here from Keynsham near Bristol in the UK. And I have the absolute privilege to be your MC and host this evening. And with that, I would like to say thank you so much to our 2-star platinum presidential, Leonie van der Linde. Thank you so much for trusting me and giving me the privilege to be here tonight, and for also having this incredible platform available to us all so we can hear about this wonderful technology, that we can listen to real life testimonies and stories. And this is where I want to take us to next. So for our first part, we have a 2-part session here this evening. But for our first part, we are doing our coffees and stories. So I hope you all have your drink available. For you that know me, I am going for our incredible superfoods, our greens and reds. I've got a blend of 16 fruits and vegetables in there. That is my excellent source of antioxidant vitamin C. But that is it to start off. Actually, let me just have my sip. You take your sip of your coffee. Let me just boost to get more energy in this room. I just want to just get you all here with us. But do you know what? This is again how incredible this global company is, because here we are sitting in our own studies and our own homes across the globe, and I'm able to share with you about these wonderful stories. So thank you, Monatech, for that, because tonight we have Vietnam in the house, we've got the UK, South Africa, we've got Swaziland, Australia, Italy, France, just to mention a few. So welcome, friends. But let me start off. And firstly, I'm going to share with you one of my stories. But firstly, I want to say thank you to my South African upline, for Silver Executive Director Annelies Stale, my sponsor enroller, also my mom and my biggest cheerleader, and then Presidential Director Rolien Faber, which is my mentor and counselor. Thank you for always showing me to sparkle wherever we are. So let me fall straight in with my story. So for you that have heard my story before, I love to share about my pot of gold, Manassi. But tonight, I'm not sharing with you about the pot of gold, but I'm actually sharing with you about my diamonds, my sparkles. So I have an incredible thanks to Monatech for changing my life around with the Manassi and the pot of gold. But for the last 5 months, we have the new K-Beauty skincare range that has come to Europe. And I hope you can see it there up at the top. It's a 4-step range with beautiful glycotechnology in the skincare. And for you guys here, this is the Luminous Essence Lotion. So I hope you can see the sparkle, the glow that my skin is having, because I tell you, this is the best. I thought our youth range was incredible, and it was incredible. Unfortunately, I can't show you at the moment my before and after photos of what the youth product has done for me. But since I've started to take our Luminovation skincare range. Honestly, it feels of my whole body is glowing from the inside out. And do you know what? This is the little toner. It's a much bigger bottle, as you can see, but this is the excellent squirty little bottle where you can just spread yourself like that wherever you are. So if you're traveling, if you go to work, you can spray yourself with this, and then you get this beautiful glowing skin. So as Christmas is coming up soon as well, I will urge you all to get for your mother, your sister, your wife, a friend. This is an excellent Christmas gift that you can get, because I tell you, they will absolutely love it. So that is my little story for you tonight. And then second on the list, we are going to listen to a recorded video from Rihanna Nolte from Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Have a look and enjoy.
Good evening, everybody. It's Rihanna Nolte here from Vietnam in Asia. So I want to just share a little bit of my story with you tonight. Thank you to Adele van Niekerk, who has introduced me to the products last year around February. And I'm really forever grateful, because the products are really making a big difference for me in my life. I've used various of the products already, and I'm still using various of the products. One of the products that I only started using recently is Bounce Back with the Advanced Ambrottose. And specifically for my joints and the pain in my joints and the inflammation. I must say there's a big difference for me. I could feel even in the mornings when I get up that the inflammation is lesser. My joints are not so stiff as usually when they were when I wasn't on the products at all. So there's definitely a big difference for me in using the Bounce Back. Although they only say that the Bounce Back is there for athletes and overexertion of the muscles and so on, I do believe that for me, pain relief on my joints and also for the overall inflammation with the Advanced Ambrottose, it really, really helps a lot. And then with that, I really enjoy using the GI Pro Balance and also the GI Zyme. For me, I really need something to help me with a lot of infections and to have a constant use of pre and probioticas. And I've had a big relief in terms of infections when using the GI, since I've been using the GI Pro Balance. It really, really assists me a lot in that. I wasn't sure about the GI Zyme, so I thought I need to try it because I wanted something to help me to break down my foods a little bit better. Especially, I felt always stuffy after I've had some carbs and so on. And I wasn't sure if it was really something to do with the way how I eat it, or was it sugar problem or what. So I've been using the GI Zyme for a month or two now, and I must say it's definitely making for me a big difference in how I feel in terms of bloatedness and all of that after I'm drinking my GI Zyme, and specifically breaking down for me the protein and the carbs and so on. In terms of those two, I definitely will keep on using both of them. I think at some point I would like to use the Mana Cleanse as well. I think it will also help extremely well with the whole bowel cleansing part. For me, those 4 products now with inflammation levels in my body is really, really good. and I definitely will keep on using them going forward, because you know, a lot of us struggle with different kinds of diseases. For me, it's been quite difficult for a number of years now, using chronic medication as well, and autoimmune disease and so on. So I really need to look, from that point of view, I really need to look after myself. So I hope my story can help and assist you guys to also see the benefit of using these products, and maybe can make your decision on what will be the best for you to use. Have a wonderful evening and enjoy some of your other stories that you can hear here tonight. Keep well. Bye from
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rihanna. And you know what? I can echo what Rihanna is saying about the bounce back and the GI Pro Balance. GI Pro Balance is an absolute top firm favorite here in our house with me and my husband. And I've taken 2 bounce back myself this morning. So I can say that is, look at my smile on my face. So the bounce back has worked as well. So third up this evening is Dr. Elijah Kabalenga from Ndola, Zambia. Dr. Kabalenga, you are very welcome. If you just unmute yourself, we are interested to hear your story.
Thank you very much. Good evening. This is Dr. Kabalenga Elijah from Zambia, Ndola in particular, which is this country is in the southern part of Africa. Thank you, Tim, and thank you everyone for joining this very important call. I've got a story to share, but just before I could share, may I acknowledge the person who had introduced me to Manatech products, and this was Pastor Robbie Banda, who is based in Pretoria in South Africa. And later on, I was connected to Craig and the wife, who have been very good to us and keeping us reminded. Initially, when I was told about this product, I thought of getting the first 3 products, and that was Advanced Ambrotos, there's Catalyst, and also Fintomatrix. Those were the first 3 products that I got. When I got those 3 products, I had to share with my own mother, actually, who had been struggling with sugar levels, and the sugar levels were getting worse despite being on oral treatment. She had undergone what we call a breakthrough to those drugs, and the sugar levels could no longer be controlled with the oral drugs. As a result, even the inner lining of her abdomen was getting swollen, and she was so much in pain. We were almost losing hope that we were about to lose her. It was at that time now that they had to introduce other injectable drugs to try and lower the sugar levels. But even with that, we could not get much of the help, and the drugs were making her weaker and weaker every day. But from the time that I started on these supplements, the 3 of them, actually, she was taking just a capsule in the morning, a capsule at 14 hours, and another capsule at bedtime to start with. Within the space of 2 weeks, we noticed a very huge difference. The sugar levels that were reaching as high as 50 and at times 60 in a day had dropped down. They came down to 7, and there were times they were even getting lower to about 3.5. And the injectable drugs that she was on much of the time, we started skipping, and she could only get, when we recorded, a bit of increase in the sugar levels. But even that increase could not go beyond 20. They were within 15, 14, 12, around there. So really, for us, we saw this product to be working quite well. And since then, the energy levels of my mom has been good, and she's been able to do what she was not able to do. And just about 3 weeks ago, I had to introduce it to another relative and another parent who has had also high levels of sugars, and much of the time she would go on the other side where they will be more on the lower side and they needed some foodstuffs to sustain them. The vision was getting blurred, but from the time that we started on that product, the sight has become much more clearer and she's able to walk around without need for her to use the spectacles, as was the case before she could start. And this just happened in a space of about 2 weeks. So to me, really, the Manatech products, these products, I think they are working well for me on this side. And I would recommend that this is a good way to go, because these are just helping and can help even much more people to get back to their feet. I think with these few words and testimony, I feel somebody out there can get inspired so that they are linked to Manatech, and let's see together what they will be able to get from there. They are working and they are working good. I thank you, and back to you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Dr. Elijah. I'm so grateful with you to hear that your mom's health has improved. And yeah, isn't it wonderful that something as simple as our vision, we sometimes take those things for granted, but to hear that also the vision improving is just wonderful. Thank you so much for your message this evening. So now we've got Sandeep Chandrakant from Mabane, Swaziland. Welcome. Share your story. You can go ahead. If you just unmute yourself, then we can see you. We are looking forward to hearing your story.
Okay, am I audible?
Perfect. Go ahead.
Yes, sorry, I was not able to mute myself. Yes, hello everyone. I joined the Manatech family quite a few months back. I was introduced to it by Tessa from Johannesburg, and my upline is Anna Kinnan. I started Manatech particularly for my mom. My story is similar to Dr. Kabelanga. My mom had had a stroke about 15 years ago, and her health was just deteriorating, and she was not doing too well. And I heard about Manatech, and I started getting the products for her, especially the superfoods, the Cardio Balance, the Ambrotos, and she started recovering. She started recovering quite well, and her mobility improved, movement improved. She was more interactive. She was more cooperative, and it's almost like her old self started coming back. So I got very excited with that, and then I became an associate. And I started using the Ambrotos personally for myself, because I'm in a profession which is energetically very draining and challenging. And I started using it for myself. And I remember having a conversation with Tessa one day. I said, I've got so much energy, I can run to Cape Town and back. And those energy levels have not dropped. I feel I'm on it every day, and I'm super energetic, and it's improved my mood. It's improved stamina. My energy levels are brilliant. And even those that I have gotten on board for the Manatech products are having great results. I mean, I've got clients in Kenya where there's a gentleman who's 86-year-old. He's my associate's father, and he was having cardiovascular issues. The Cardio Balance has helped him greatly. His mobility has improved with the Ambrotos. All the products are just great. So yes, positive feedback from everyone. And it's about transforming people's lives, and people's lives are truly being transformed. Which is great. A transformed life is a transformed family, and that just spreads joy everywhere. So yes, I'm truly happy. My mother, having the blessing of my mother at this age, continuous blessing of her, and seeing her joyous and content and healthy, there is no bigger joy than that in life. So yes, thank you, my upline. Thank you, Tessa, in particular. And thank you, everyone. And I hope everyone has got wonderful stories just the way I have. And I'm truly grateful that I crossed paths with Manatek.
Fantastic. Oh, Sandeep, thank you so much for your message. And do you know what? I can share with you that blessing because my mom's life has been and health has been completely transformed by these wonderful products. And
Yes.
that's the reason why I am here tonight for that.
Absolutely.
And I love your saying that you said a transformed life is a transformed family. And that's absolutely true. Thank you so, so much for sharing your message.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
And to you. And now we are listening to our last story for this evening. Hasn't it been incredible so far? And just hearing about the superfoods again, mine is nearly finished. So here's our last video. It is Shaz Gafoor from Sydney in Australia. Thank you so much, Vince.
Hey everybody, I hope everyone's doing well. I first of all want to thank my mentors, Leonie, who's absolutely amazing, Tasneem, who's amazing as well, Fayaz and Francois, who've guided me through my journey and also always there to assist and help me. So my journey with Manatek began when I got very sick from a bird. It was called chlamydia psittacis, which is silicosis, so it affected my heart and my lungs. I had pneumonia, 80% of my lungs was covered in fluid, and my heart had to pump through that infection. So fast forward, I used to get tachycardia every week with 40 minutes of chest pain. I was basically a walking time bomb. So I was just waiting to go to the next life, basically. Very scary experience. And I was very fortunate to meet a very nice woman called Rushana, who introduced me to Manatek. She wasn't on board Manatek at that time, and she had nothing to gain. I was very skeptical, but at that stage I was pretty desperate. It was very scary to go through what I was going through. So I started with the cardio balance, and after 4 days, nothing. After 5 days, no tachycardia. 4 years later, nothing. The products are absolutely amazing. I started exploring. I started going on the Nutrivirus and Superfood. 90% of my health problems was completely gone. My migraines that I used to suffer from due to vertigo, my carpal tunnel, pain in the knees. I mean, I honestly feel like I'm 30 again. The stuff has really rejuvenated me. It's given me a new lease on life. I can't express how amazing this product is. I just hope that everybody can try this if they really want to regain their health and their quality of life. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. That is yet another incredible story. And that is so nicely ended up this part for us about these beautiful testimonies. So I just want to add to all of this now as well a disclaimer, just to make sure that everybody's clear that our products do not cure, mitigate, and or heal any of our illnesses. It is the food that we are getting through this glyconutrition that helps our bodies to heal itself and to do the wonderful things. And that leads me to sharing with you a little bit about our technology. So Manatek, as you can hear already from everybody that shared this evening, there is a passion for people, a passion for wellness, and a passion for opportunity. And this is why I really love to be a part of this incredible company. Manatek pioneered a new field of science and this is called glyconutrition and biology, or the scientific name, as we call it, is glycans technology. And our bodies have trillions of cells. And what this product is helping us is to create better communication. So if I very simplistically show you, so we all have different cells in our body, isn't it? So this one connecting with that one and so forth. Now, if something is not quite right in your body, if there's a poorly cell there, then there's a breakage in communication. It's the same as we think about our mobile phones or cell phones. If we don't have Wi-Fi, then we can't connect. We have Wi-Fi in our homes tonight. That's why we were able to connect with each other from our studies and our sitting rooms. Now, when that connection is broken, or if there's a poorly cell, then there's a break potentially because of harvesting factors, the green harvesting that's happening these days, or perhaps a poor diet, your age, or any other environmental factors. Now, when that happens, then there's a lack of communication, isn't it? Now, when you take the Manatech products, if I go to our flagship product, the Ambrotose, who, by the way, has 50 patents on that one product. When you eat that, you scoop of powder of Ambrotose, or you take the capsule, whichever way fits you, that product, the goodness that is in the Ambrotose, give our bodies the communication, all the cells to start communicating again. And it doesn't mean that that poorly cell is now suddenly connecting again. What it means is it's creating new cells, connecting, and actually then taking over the poor cells. So your body gets the food that it needs to actually do what it needs to do and to actually have an optimal lifestyle. That's a tongue twister. So, yeah, with the right kind of nutrition, and this is what Manatech products is. It's the right kind of nutrition. It is naturally sourced, and your body then, like I said, gives the body that optimal potential to be able to function and to hear, like you hear the great testimonies, better vision, more motivation, or better mood and stamina and all of those things, or a glowing skin, right? So our products is absolutely exclusive. We have more than 140 patents, and 50 of them is in our flagship Ambrotose, as I've mentioned. So Manatech stands for science, safety, and efficacy. How can you go wrong? So let us sweep the whole of Europe, the rest of the globe. You have heard how many countries here is already tonight. And I want to say also welcome to our Bangladesh friend. I've seen your message. You see, let's spread the world with this blanket of glycotechnology, because it is still a best kept secret. But yeah, before I keep on going on about this wonderful product, we need to go to our second part for this evening. So if you were only here to tune in to this incredible real life testimonies, we are finishing with our stories in technology for this evening, but we are moving on to our second part. And if you want to know more about why Manatech, then this is why you need to stay tuned, because I have the privilege to introduce my top gold presidential directors, Quentin and Alette Marie-Versailles. Before you start talking, I need to share with the people, they are global award winners. They are dreamers and achievers, and you're going to hear all the things that they've achieved already. They are world travelers, and I think the Mauritius sand is not even, I'm sure you can find still Mauritius sand, because they've just come back from an incredible incentive. And I hope you're going to share a little bit more, because Europe and South Africa, we have our incentive going to Manatech's head office to Texas, Dallas. Oh my word, I said it all around. I'm so excited. I'm getting excited. Dallas, Texas, next year in April. So Yeah, let me just, I don't need to say anymore. Quentin and Letmery, you two are an absolute inspiration, your whole family. And thank you for being ambassadors and again, real life testimonies sitting here and joining this evening. We are so welcome to you here and so interested to hear what you're going to tell us about this business opportunity that Manatech has to offer as well. Welcome.
Goodness, there we go. Thank you so much, Mardelie.
Thanks, Mardelie. That was a wonderful introduction. Something that you forgot to mention is that we're just two normal people with abnormal dreams and abnormal vision. So thank you for that wonderful introduction. We really appreciate you.
Which
Yes,
makes you
so-
extraordinary then, isn't it?
Absolutely, but I think we got some help, hey? We've got some superfoods here as well, so I know it makes us a lot better than what we normally are. It allows us to talk fluently in English, which is not our first language, and I can just say that, you know what, it's really true. We are just normal people. We are currently living our dream life. We started this business because our daughter needed a lot of help in the health, brain health, bodily health, the concentration, sleep habits. She was really not feeling very well when we started with the products, and reluctantly we didn't know what these products do for people. So I heard so many stories about people sharing it or, getting the products for their parents. And that's part of our story too. So thank you for everybody that shared such incredible stories tonight to inspire us, because we too have a mom that's whole world was changed on the products. But so we've just come back from Mauritius. Yes, I did find some sand in our son's pants. His swimming pants was full of sand when I put the laundry in. And it was such a blessing to be on an island for about a week now. And that's the Manatech lifestyle. That is what Manatech allowed us to. You can see Quentin is not just red. He's got sort of like a golden glow. I think it's a Mauritian glow. But that's what we get to do. We get to live extraordinary lives, just being ordinary people and, changing so many people's lives. And that's actually what you need to remember about this business opportunity. Quentin maybe should share a little bit about where we came from. I can say that in short, we were told our daughter will never walk and she'll never talk. And she is a healthy, thriving 16-year-old. She's homeschooling herself. I don't have to ask her to do anything. She loves working. She loves maths. She loves her languages. She's busy with her fourth language. It's just being involved with the company, the self-development, the products, just the staff. It's a blessing. It's a blessing in our lives. So where did we come from?
Yeah, firstly, I just want to say thank you to our success and our dreams and our visions and everything wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for our mentors and people taking us by the hand and guiding us and coaching us. So we want to say thank you to firstly our Platinum Presidential JP Costa and our 2-star Platinum Leonie van der Linde for all their guidance and all their help. And first, JP took Letmery by the hand and guided her because I was not involved. I did not want to be involved. I did not want anything to do with this business. I did not support Letmery. I was kicking and screaming all the way, everything that she did. And if it wasn't for JP sitting in our living room and explaining to me, and I'm a person that does not listen to I listen to what people say, but I look what they do. And by the way, JP, and when I went to my first super regional, to one of our big functions, I saw all these people, successful people, like-minded people, everybody that's positive, everybody that's got one vision, one goal to make the world a better place, one person at a time. That's when I realized there's something more out there than just our little town, my little problems, my little circumstances, because if you look out there and listen closely enough, you'll definitely find 1 or 2 or 3 people that's got bigger problems than yourself. Then you realize your problems is actually just a drop in the bucket. So go out there. What I learned in this company is to go out there and help enough people to get what they want, and then eventually you will get what you want. If you've got a pure heart and your intentions are good, then you'll definitely make a success in this business. So that's something that stuck with me on the first event that I went to with Alet Marie, and I must say I went kicking and screaming. I did not want to go. And we had a SUV at that time, a 7-seat, and it was full of ladies and wonderful people. And I still can't understand how 7 ladies can talk to each other all at the same time, answer each other at the same time, and exactly know where the conversation is going with each and every one of them.
It's very simple. It's very simple. Let me explain to you guys, okay? So ladies that take Ambritos do 7 conversations at the very same time, and we can listen, concentrate, and respond to all 7. So here's a tip for you guys: have some more superfoods and Ambritos.
But I'm so grateful for each and every kilometer that we put in for this business. I'm so grateful for each and every call that we did. I'm so grateful for each and every meeting. I'm so grateful for each and every meeting that nobody pitched up. And that's where we had to learn. We had to grow, and we had to develop ourselves. So I'm so grateful for every small step that this company teaches us and takes us through to get eventually what we want. Yes, today we are living partly our dream life, not completely yet, because we always dream, we still want more, we still want to do more, but we're getting there each day, little by little. We are getting there.
Absolutely. And I think as we're going to progress now into the PDF slideshow, we want to challenge you to look at this opportunity and not just look at it as numbers on the screen. Please look at it as, what can this vehicle do to you? Because you know what? Through the products, you will agree with me. We heard so many incredible testimonies, not just tonight, but I'm sure all from the start, since you've heard about these products, you heard incredible things happening to normal people. And it basically is summed up by this saying that we in Manatech want to live long and die short. We don't want to, die long and live short. We all have one thing in common, and that is quality of life. So the quality of life through the products. Then you go on to, you can choose any vehicle to get to financial success or financial freedom. You can use any vehicle to build a business. You can use any vehicle to sell products, retail products, refer products, whichever way you want to do this business. But do what you choose make a difference? Because here you're going to make a massive difference. You're going to literally hold people's lives in your hand. So I want you to look through the glasses of, is this opportunity the opportunity you've been looking for all your life? Because it was for us. And like we said no to the products. We said no to the opportunity for 5 years because we literally did not understand what it could give us. Okay, so as we start screen sharing, please decide beforehand what you are looking for. Is this a vehicle that can give it to you? And then nothing, like as in nothing, can get in your way, because you are called for a purpose. And if you do not do this business, what else are you going to do? Okay. If you do not use these products, what else are you going to use? We are at a place in society, in humanity, in the world, where things are not moving in accordance to what is life-giving. Food tastes amazing. I mean, we just had the most incredible week in Mauritius, but it was foodless foods most of the time. And as we are progressing or regressing with our state of food, what else are you going to substitute to give your body what it needs? You heard Marty explaining so beautifully what the products and what the technology does. So let's start the screen sharing, and there we go.
Sorry.
All right. So just let me know, Maudley, if you can see the screen sharing.
Yes, it's perfect. Go ahead. Thank you, Olet Marie.
Okay, awesome. So I don't know if you can see my cursor, but that used to be me. I used to have incredibly bad pigmented skin. I really had bad hormonal imbalances, and the products helped us to change my skin. After Jessica had incredible results on the products and felt so much better, we gave it to our son. I gave it to Quentin because he was so tired always. And then I decided, but maybe mom can also use some of the products. So somehow I ended up right there on the screen. But as you can see, it's real. It's definitely not, most people ask me, do I do some sort of stuff? And I can honestly say no. I haven't even had a facial in years. So let's move on to, let's just see. There we go. So you have two choices in life. Are you going to shrink your dreams, or are you going to expand your income? I'm sure most of you would agree with me that it's better to not to shrink your dreams, but rather to find an extra way. And I can honor my husband there. I always said, how are we going to afford this, or how are we going to afford that? And he always came back calm and collected and said, we'll just have to make more money. So if it is money you're looking for, you're at the right place tonight. So do you want to talk about the cash flow quadrant?
Yeah, this was actually an eye-opener for me when I saw it for the first time. If you can see there on our screens, the E, S, B, and I quadrants, the E is for the employee, self-employed, the business owner, and the investor. And it was really a shocker for me when I realized that in the E and the S quadrant, 90% of the people are in those two quadrants, but only 10% of the money are there. And on the other side, on the B and the I, 10% of the people are there, 90% of the money. That's where, and at that stage, I was still in the S quadrant, and that's when I realized something's wrong. We have to do something.
So currently, we know there's three mega trends happening. The health and wellness industry is booming. Everybody wants to be younger, healthier, more energetic, sleep better. But companies found that through direct selling, it's better to approach people in a direct selling way because you cut out so many middlemen. And then with that, if you can build in a social entrepreneurship model into your business where charity is something that you are passionate about, is not linked to donations, it's linked to consumption of the product you are passionate about, then the charity organization will never have a dry spot, because as we are passionately telling people about the health and wellness industry and products, the children get fed on the Mission 5 Million program. I do want to maybe just ask you that if this is something that triggers you, go onto YouTube, type in Mission 5 Million, and you will be amazed at and on Facebook, you will be amazed at the content that's shared there and how you make a difference by using the products every single month. Every single month, your product triggers a donation to the Mission 5 Million, and children all over the world gets fed. So let's talk about the gig economy. There is so many people who are liking this idea and getting more and more excited about building a business online from their phone. You don't need to go into a workplace. You don't need an office. You don't need employees, you don't need staff, you don't need stock. You literally need your phone. So as you travel overseas, your business travels with you. And if you are, whether you are sitting on in a hotel, on the beach, in an airplane, you can manage your business through this gig economy. It's really a way we could get into the marketplace at a very low risk. It's a very low risk startup business. You can do this part-time. You have personal training and coaching in this business. We have so many things going on the social selling and the online scene. It's literally, we've been in so many businesses. We've tried so many businesses. We are business owners, and this is the easiest of all the businesses that we are involved in.
The least effort.
The least effort, yeah. So like we said, there's no extra things. You just need a phone, you need a connection, and you need to have a passion to speak to people. And if you don't have that, you can grow that skill. This is a business where it's a turnkey business where you can grow all the skills you need.
Yeah, and you can see it's a turnkey, like Letmy said, incentive. Marley said we just went on incentive and we just came back from Mauritius, and we're actually working so hard on the next one that we want to go to Manifest.
Yes.
So that's something that we're really looking forward to. And if you do your bit and you play your part, then they take you on incentives. Now, I want to ask you, where else do they send you to an island for a week, all expenses paid? In what other business? I've never heard about that. We're helping people. Like I said in the beginning, if you help enough people to get what they want, you will get what you want, and you can write your own paycheck.
That was the part that was incredible to me. But before we go to how you start, I don't know if there's a chat box still active, but who of the associates around the globe are meeting us in Dallas, Texas in, I think it's April. Yeah, end of April next year. Let us know, because I know most of the world have incentive right now to go to Manifest, and this is the surest way you can build your business big, because as you are working towards the incentive and to qualify to travel abroad, you are actually gathering the most amazing people, customers, associates in your business, and you are helping them to understand the products and the business, and through you educating them, they go out and educate others, and your business grows. So we have this great thing about incentives. There's not building a business or an incentive, it's one. It's like, it's like peanut butter and jam. It's just one. You can't distinguish between the two. So how do you get started?
Well, there's two ways. You can be a preferred customer. There's no subscription to that, or you can be associate. If you're serious and you want to make money, then I would suggest that you subscribe as an associate.
Okay, so both the associate and the customers get 20% loyalty points. So if you never tell anybody about the products or the business, you will still get a loyalty percentage of 20% that you can buy free products with. You can maybe bless somebody else with free products if you don't need any more free products, or you can try different products or new products. So there you will see on the right-hand side, in the US, it's about $50. In euros, it's about 50 euros. South Africa, it's 650 Rand. I mean, you literally just need the link from the person who told you about this business, and you do your checkout, you add your products, and you are in business as an associate, or you are a customer using the products. There is about 6 types of business commissions, and we're going to touch on a couple of them. Do you want to tell us something about the commissions, except that it's on the 15th of every month? I mean, picture this. We were in Mauritius, what was it, the Tuesday or something? And your phone beeps, as you're waking up, your phone beeps and your money was deposited while you are on an incentive in the most luxurious rooms. I mean, that is a reminder of a dream life. So let's talk about the Power Seller bonus and the team bonuses, because that's two of the first bonuses that you're going to earn when you start this business. If you, or let's say when you sign up, let's say you have 5 friends and they are each using about 100 points. So that is maybe 2 Osolines or 4 Manabes or 2 Nutriveras, monthly pack, or you are taking a tub of Ambritos. That is all about 100 points or a little bit more. So let's say you have 5 friends using the products, they love it, but they're not business builders, they are just your customers. So you will see the U there in the green circle, and those 5 friends generate about 500 points in volume. If you can duplicate that, okay, you're going to move on to the team bonuses. You will see on the right-hand side that if you have around about a 500-point personal circle, you're going to earn roughly about $75, 50 euros, roughly about 800 Rand. You cannot retire on that, but that's why you work the plan. So as you are duplicating the 5 customer model to your business builders, and business builder A and B starts to do their 500 in their circle as well, you will have a team 2 bonus. Now, a team 2 bonus is roughly about $100 or 90 euro or 1,000 Rand. So that puts you on 1,800 Rand already. Now, if you have that coming in every single month, think about what type of activities your children will be doing, what type of gifts you may be buying your parents. Think about maybe the groceries that you can add in your shopping cart, which you cannot or choose not to afford right now. I remember for us, it was diesel, getting from place to place with the kids in the car. So what can you add currently for that amount? And if that is not enough, for some people it is enough. For some people, that was just the amount they needed to not lose their home. But what if that is not enough? What if you have a drive and an ambition to go out and help more people to do the 500 circles? Because that means you will have a team 4 once 4 of your personally enrolled business builders all have circles of 500 points volume. So a team 4 bonus leaves you at roughly about, in total, $325 or 275 euros, or in South Africa, 3,300 Rand. And you are not limited. That was the most beautiful thing about this business for me. You are never limited. So you will see there that 100 points is approximately $110 or 100 euro. So you have an average to work that out on. And then you can also go past team 2 and 4. You can do team 6 or team 8, or you can go and do team 10. I mean, the sky is literally the limit. And we want to leave you with what John Paul Getty said, that, you know what, you will rather, I'm sure you will agree with us, we'd rather have 1% of 100 people's effort. I mean, that is like no risk involved. Or would you rather have 100% of your own effort? You might start off with 100% of your own effort, and it will not happen in the first day or 2 or 5 or 10. But we have seen it over and over and over and over. When people start getting to about executive director, which you will see 6,000 points there at the top, that they move on to a nice income, a nice sideline income on top of their normal income. The gold executive directors, you can read it there for yourself. That's about 200 people using the products and being in the business. And then the level that we really, really celebrate big time in Manatech is the 400 people or the 40,000 point volume in total. But remember, this is not your own effort. This is I want to say the people that you told, that told some people, that told some people, that told some people. It's all of their efforts getting your business to executive, to presidential level. So there's really no limit in income potential. You can double this, you can double it again, you can double it again, and you can go on doubling and doubling and doubling. The sky is not even the limit in this business. So maybe just end us off with your final thoughts about what. Let me just get back to the last screen. We already told you about Mission 5 Million, which is quite dear to our hearts. So if you want to find out more about that, have a look at the Facebook, ask your upline or the person who shared with you about this opportunity or this business or the products. You definitely make a big difference, not just for your own house, but for everybody around you.
Yeah, I think this was quick and fast. And if there's any questions that you've got, you can just get back to your upline or the person that invited you, and I'm sure they'll give you more information and make it more clear if there's anything that you did not understand. But what I can definitely tell you from my side is I thought that this network marketing thing is not going to work. It's just another one of those things that happens to other people and do not happen to us. But when we were 11 years ago on our first incentive that Aletmeri qualified, and luckily she took me with, and it was also, by the way, it was Mauritius. It was not the same resort that we went to. It was the other resort. And we sat in a lukewarm pool the Monday afternoon with a non-alcoholic drink in our hand, and I turned to her and I said to her, "Boca, dis die lewe."
That translates to, my love, this is a good life.
So that just proved to me that there is hope for everybody that is looking for hope. There is help for anybody that are looking for help. And if you raise your hand, you will find somebody that will help you. And if you are willing to learn and to change, because I had to change a lot, Aletmeri had to change a lot of habits we had to change. So if you are willing to do it, you will get the life that you deserve. And with that, I say thank you.
Thank you, Mardelie.
Oh, thank you so much, Quentin and Aletmeri. I'm all fired up again. It's so exciting to listen to you. And I see that dream board of yours behind you. What an inspiration you are, like I said earlier. So thank you so much for your time this evening and sharing this beautiful plan with us. So to all the listeners here tonight, my question to you is, I hope that you've been inspired, but the question is, do you want to also experience a vibrant lifestyle of wellness and financial freedom, and perhaps join us on the beaches of the world, or in this case, for all of us now, April 2025, put it in your calendars right now, Manifest, Dallas, Texas, that's where you want to be. That is where it all started. We're going to have a trip into the lab, and to meet, walk down the red carpet and meet with the scientist, Dr. Nugent, our favorite doctor. So that is definitely something not to be missed. So if you want to be part of this, then get in touch with the person that's connected you this evening, that shared this, because I tell you, there's a few stories that you've heard, but there's a whole lot more, and we want you to be a part of it. So, just to finish off again for the visionaries, our QR code this evening is 1931. Put that in there. You want to have that 100% commitment there. And our next call will be on Thursday evening, the 21st of November. But just a note for our UK friends, because the winter clocks is changing this Saturday. So we are moving 1 hour back. So for the UK, it will be 7 o'clock instead of 8 p.m. For South Africa, it will stay 9 p.m. And our Europe guys, you will be still on the 8 o'clock. So we are in a few different time zones here. So just make sure that you put that in your calendar so you don't miss it. Okay. And let's go and sweep the world with this wonderful glycobiology. We all need it. Even if you don't have an ache or a pain, you just want to get better. And Aletmeri, we want to get our our glow, isn't it? So get your illumination. South Africa, yours is coming in November, so I had to share that this evening. But this is all from my side this evening. It's been fabulous, and I hope you've genuinely been inspired. Until we see you again in 4 weeks' time, if not before. Have a good night. Bona notte. Goeienaand. And over and out. Bye.